My name is Jun Kwak, and I am second year at Seattle Pacific Seminary, and I'm currently pursuing a Master of Divinity. And so I was looking at various seminaries before coming here, but the one that got me to come to this specific seminary was because of the AAA model, which stands for Academy, Abbey, and Apostolate. And so Academy that's something I already knew, which is reading a lot, knowing up with the scripture, and just a lot of just intellect training. But something that was different about Seattle Pacific Seminary was about the Abbey and Apostolate. And Abbey means it's worship and community with other believers, and they really emphasize how it cannot only be about intellect knowing, but it has to translate into our worship to God. And third one, which humbled me greatly, was Apostolate, which stands for mission. And I didn't know about all the reconciliation that needed to be done, not only in this country, but in other countries. There are marginalized people, and how do we bring the gospel in that situation? And so for me, it was I was so humbled to interact with not only professors, but with peers from all different denominations, and where I realized that it cannot only be knowing more about scripture, about learning Hebrew or Greek, but how do we translate that in our current circumstances, where it's about holistic growing of an individual. It brought me to understand my training cannot be only about knowing more about what the scripture says, but it has to go back to why am I doing this, and what is this degree for?